It's a fantastic afternoon here, a Friday afternoon, and a very rare time when I usually go online. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Design Television along with two entities, the fantastic people that I've ever had on my channel right now. They say without wonder and insight, acting is just a business. With it, it becomes creation. As a senior visiting faculty, he conducts acting workshops since 2005 at Purple Rose, and which is in Film City, Noida, and Indian Film and Television Academy, Meerut. He's the one who set up Film Academy in 2011 in the name of legendary actor Gurudutt, known as Gurudutt Film Academy, GDFA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Adil Amaan as the head of acting department at FTTI, which is Film and Television Institute of India, Pune, and Director Mazahir Ji. Welcome.
Hi, Mickey. Hi, Adil.
Hi, Mickey. Good evening.
How are you, Adil Ji?
I'm good, Mickey. I'm good. Nice to see both of you, two pleasant faces.
Well, thank you so much for being here at a very short notice. I know that Pune is under night curfew, and you could take out time for us. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. I just wanted to tell our viewers before we go ahead that Design Academy of Drama for Films and Television has started short courses which are based on acting, direction, editing, and screenplay as well. Our mentor for acting is Adil, who is currently with the Film Institute Pune, and he has given us this opportunity to be there as a part of the trainer for all the upcoming people or the aspiring actors. Would you like to say something about it, Adil ji?
I think this is an opportunity which is slightly different for me from the usual, because this is not in India, number one. Number two, online classes, I guess, is the new norm now. So we have no option but have online classes, because having the problem that we are having since last year, I don't see it happening that very soon we can be face to face with the students. So I'm looking at this as a learning experience for myself also. As far as teaching is concerned, that will remain the same, okay? Because I will be interacting with the students. But this online issue is going to be something which is a learning experience for me.
What are the challenges that you have faced while you were an instructor face to face, and you still are teaching the aspiring actors, the upcoming actors, whether they are in theater, whether they are in arts, whether they are in the parallel cinema? Like, what challenges have you faced, and what was your contribution from your end?
Okay. The challenge is basically, the major challenge is when you have an aspiring actor who's joined your course and has come to learn acting, but unfortunately has been wrongly influenced by cinema or performances in cinema. And sometimes they try and ape their role models. Mm-hmm. So for us to kind of first brainwash them and get that out, that if there is an original, we don't want a duplicate, we don't want a copy. So to get that out, that is one challenge which invariably we face most of the time. And another major challenge is that some of them have done these tiny little courses, or have done theater, and they think they know something about acting, which probably is not right. Mm-hmm. So first to wipe that out and then get them to start learning. So they first have to unlearn before they start learning. These are the two major challenges.
So basically, it's like on a clean slate. You basically are doing everything on a clean slate.
Trust me, when I take auditions all over the country for the Film Institute, I'd rather have somebody come and sit in front of me and honestly say, sir, I know nothing about acting. So during that long period of time which we are conducting the course, I can start with them from A. When somebody comes and sits and he says, I've done this course and I've done that course, they're somewhere halfway through. If they've done a decent course, fair enough. I'm sure they've learned something. But there are times when they have to unlearn what they've learned to really start what we are looking at. Because we are looking at a particular system of acting, which is called method acting. And that is what we follow right through the entire process. So, this is basically the issues that we face when people already think they know something about acting when they really don't.
So people think that they can really act in. Some people are born actors. You don't even know whether they are lying or whether they are telling you the truth. But sometimes I personally believe that an actor not only always they say that it's a very delusionary world, right? So for me, sometimes in acting, you see, say those things also what you actually feel. You let it out, which you cannot say as a normal human being. How true is that?
How true is that? It's like there is real life, what we're talking about, what we just spoke about, and there is a real life, which is the real life which we talk about when we shoot. So there is a lot of difference, but even in the real life, the characters that we kind of have to play, somewhere or the other, the person that he or she is definitely reflects in that character. But that has to be to a much lower extent than the particular character that you're portraying. For example, every time I start a batch in acting course, I say that acting cannot be learned. Now, that's a very strong statement to make, especially here even today. Then what are we doing here? If you can't, if you're not here, I mean, we call it an acting school. And if the instructor of acting says that acting cannot be learned, then what? Okay, all I try to say is that we don't teach you how to act, but we teach you how not to act.
There's a big difference. Yeah.
That's the difference. I don't want to see you acting. I want to see you being there. I want to see that character. I don't want to see an actor playing that character. I want to see that character. So basically, we have to, what I just spoke about, unlearn all this that you have, and just basically think and then feel from your heart and perform.
Be
So let
yourself. Just be
be yourself,
yourself.
or be the character, or get into the skin of the character that you have been given. Okay? That is
Mhm.
basically what we're looking at. That's why we'd rather have a totally raw slate and work on them. This is how I feel.
What are the students of Toronto looking when they are working under the Adil Amaan? I think he just got locked out. Mazahir, he has been telling that he wants somebody on a clean slate and definitely and unlearn what they have learned and just start afresh. Can you throw some light on this?
Yes, you see a lot of actors, a lot of students who want to come and act. They come with preconceived notions. They are impressed by major actors of around the world, and they think that they are equally good, and they try and ape them. See, every character, every person has a different trait in him. Every two actors cannot be the same. But so what Adil is saying is that first you have to unlearn that. You have to forget that you are a fan of. It is nice to be a fan. I'm a fan of Dilip Kumar. I'm a fan of Tom Hanks. I'm a fan of Guru Dutt. But I cannot be Dilip Kumar. I cannot be Guru Dutt. I cannot be Tom Hanks. I can only be Mazahir Rahim. And so you have to first understand that, and then you have to understand that there is a character in front of you. The character has been written by somebody. You have to get into that character. Now, that is what can be trained. That is what Adil can teach an actor. This is how you get into your character. Isn't that what you're saying, Adil?
Getting into the character.
Absolutely right.
Right. Adil Saab, how would you define method acting?
How would I define method acting? Method acting actually is a process where you start with very basic subjects. You see, method acting was introduced years back, and there are a lot of people who talk about Stanislavski and Meisner. Okay, fine, these are big names, But at times when you throw these names at the students, okay, they are more flummoxed and they are more at a loss than just telling them that, listen, guys, just listen to what the character is and just be that particular character. So method acting basically asks you to understand the character that you're playing. There's a word called the
Method acting basically is and being the character, taking the traits of that character, making you feel that you are that character. So if you're playing a postman, then you have to understand what a postman goes through, his life, his personal life, and do that. If you're playing a big shot, if you're playing Ambani, then you take those traits. So you have to observe.
It's something like what Sushant Singh Rajput did when he was acting as doing a biopic for Dhoni, MS Dhoni. So he got into the character, the skin of the character. So I believe that is what you have been telling, Adil.
Yeah, what I've been saying is method acting in simple words right now, briefly, is there are two words. It's called the magic if. The actor has to ask himself, if I was X, the character that he's portraying, how would I be? What would I be? How would I dress? How would I behave? How would I talk? How would I interact? Okay. The next question is, what are the given circumstances? Where do I come from? From a village? From a city? Am I educated? Am I uneducated? Okay. So these are the questions the actor has to ask himself. This is method acting, where you gather this entire information, all this information, that if I was so and so, under these given circumstances, how would I be? Gather the entire information, imbibe that information, work out that character, that if I was like this, even your external matters, how you dress, it adds to it according to the character you're portraying. And once you do all that, you internally work on yourself, externally you work on yourself, and then you work from there. And yeah, that is when
Ladies and
invariably
gentlemen, we are in conversation with the Adil Amaan, who is right now, I would call it head of department for Film Television Institute, and it's these are such big names which has produced, you know, the Indian film fraternity, basically. Let us see from the film fraternity, there are a few people who have given us testimonials and what they have to say.
Adil Amaan, an amalgamation of integrity, emotions, intelligence, dedication, devotion, discipline, and above all, human values. This is how I know Adil Amaan. आदिल मेरा बहुत सालों से बहुत अच्छा दोस्त है. उसे मैं बड़ी अच्छी तरह जानता भी और पहचानता भी हूं. And in fact, we have had some of the best moments at FTII, where he was always मेरे साथ कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर खड़ा रहता था. और आदिल एक अच्छे एक्टर के साथ साथ एक बहुत ही अच्छा एक्टिंग टीचर है, जिसे मालूम है कि हाउ टू रीच द स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ टू इन्फ्लुएंस देम, एंड हाउ टू टेक देम ऑन टू दिस जर्नी, this beautiful journey of acting. I'm really and truly very lucky to have a friend like Adil, and I look forward to years of togetherness. Thank you so much, Adil. I wish you a very happy and healthy life. God bless you. Love you.
Isn't that sweet? This is so sweet. Like, it's coming from a legend. I recently was with him on my channel, and the most humble, down to earth, and the person who broke down in front of my television channel, and he had no qualms about it. He was like, he said what he felt, and it really touched me. I was so touched, and words coming from him, Adil, I know it means a lot to you, and I can see it's very overwhelming for you, though. But do you have to say something about paintal?
Mickey, Pentalji is all heart. That's all he is. He is my senior. I call him Pental Sir. He is my friend. He's my guide. He's my mentor. He's my brother. He is all heart. And it's just not with me. He's all heart with everybody. I mean, God bless that man. He is one of the nicest human beings I've encountered in this film industry. Though, let me tell you, I've been very lucky. I've only met wonderful people. People tell me I'm told people are like this. No, I've met the most wonderful people in the industry. Trust me, and Pentalji stands right on top of that. He does. Thank you so much, Pental sir. Thank you so much.
There is another one, and again, another legendary actress who has something to say and tell about you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look.
Adil Amaan was my colleague at the Film and Television Institute of India, Pune, in acting. He was an excellent student, and he has put that to great use as a teacher of acting. I've had the privilege of watching him interact with many students in several institutions, and I can say with confidence that it would have been my privilege to have had Adil as my tutor. He has the ability to coax, cajole, and encourage his students to get in touch with their deepest emotional self, which is the first step for giving a good performance. I wish him all the very best.
Again, I don't think I have any words because I can watch Shabana ji continuously. She has smiling eyes, and it's your call. Mazahir Saab, you have to say anything. I cannot say anything.
I both Pentel and Shabana are very close friends of mine, and we were in the institute together with Adil, and yeah, they've been a part of my life for the last 45 years. And what can I say? They're both sweethearts. They're both really fantastic people and brilliant actors. The way the work Pentel has done, even though comedy is maybe one of the most difficult things to do, and Pentel has excelled in it. And Shabana, so with 5 national awards under her and awards all over the world, so, I'm nobody to say anything about her except to say that I'm very proud of having known both of them, having known her, and having at least a little bit to do with her. And of course, Adil was my first hero when with FTII we made a song together, and we were very close friends from that time onwards, and we have the friendship has remained. Remember, it's now 45, nearly 50 years that we've known each other. And some people think that you missed out there is that when Adil has worked with big stalwarts like Rajesh Khanna, Sanjeev Kumar, Rekha, Jaya.
On that note, I have a small clip to share.
Okay, you please do.
You are handsome today, and definitely you were very handsome, in those days as well. But
He was a stunner.
yes, and Adil, I have another question. So, what should students expect from you when we are doing these online classes? What they should come prepared with, like mentally talking about that? What are they expecting out of you?
Honestly, Mickey, if we are doing a weekend course, will be about a couple of sessions. Okay, I think they should expect just to have a great time, fun, and more importantly, if they've joined the course, that means they have somewhere a passion for acting. Okay, I don't expect them to go and perform directly on stage or then even films, but there's no harm. It's just that within a 6 week course, let them just get the feel of what it is to be an actor. You cannot, an actor cannot be created in 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. Every day you're learning. Even today, there's something I learn, and there are times I learn something from my students. Trust me, so if an actor says I know everything, that is the day, it is the death of an actor. So I feel let them just come, let them just be themselves, let them get a feel of what acting is all about and how enjoyable it is. You know, Mickey, we have one life. Okay, we have one life, and all lead that one life. An actor lives so many lives in one lifetime. He lives different lives. Every day when he shoots, he plays a different character. So you're living so many people's lives in one lifetime. I think that is one of the finest and the most beautiful thing for an actor. So let them come and experience this. Let them try and live 2 or 3 lives during this 6 week course. Lives of what they are not. And let them enjoy themselves. And if they feel that this is what's meant for them, probably we could take the course to another level and do a longer course with them. Let
So
them get a feel of the course.
yes. So basically, we are, ladies and gentlemen, and all the students and the potential students here in Toronto. In fact, we are ready to take students worldwide as well. And these are certified classes under the Adil Amaan. And of course, our Mazahir ji, who is doing different boot camps with us, where he will be doing the screenplay, editing, photography, direction. My God, I just forget how many fortes you excel in, Mazahir ji. You name it and he has it, of course, and Adil will be there too. But this is a lifetime opportunity where East is going to meet the West. And Mazahir ji, can you just throw a little bit of light what exactly will be your role when you are taking these boot camps to another level?
Uh, Mickey, let's talk about the acting classes right now. You see, what we want to do is the person who comes in as a potential acting student. We want first of all the rawness, the shyness in front of a camera, the awe that has to go out, and then develop that the feeling. Yes, I can get into a character. There's a lot of things which Adil will be teaching them: movement and dance, and uh, just get letting your body go to loosen up yourself and start focusing on characters and what characters will do. And it's a process which has to be they have to follow. And I think that will be very interesting. And in 6 weeks we can get them to uh, get familiar and say, yes, now I know I can face a camera with some confidence, right, Adil?
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They have to have that confidence to be able to stand in front of the camera, okay, and face the camera. And I'm sure within 6 weeks, yeah, I think they should be able to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
that is
manage.
what he's saying. We can take them to another level. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after a short commercial break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, so Adilji, I know you have been getting knocked out off and on because of the internet connection, and we don't want to hold you long because of the night curfew in Pune. But thank you so much for making time out and giving us this opportunity to have a few words with you. Before we let go of you, would you like to throw some light on like how should these students feel after they come they interact with you, and like it's something like what they were. This acting is like a storm, and after they go through this storm, I'm sure that it will make them into a different human being, entirely a different human being. It's something like they'll be chiseled and shaped, and they can choose their forte, what clicks with them, whether they are in a negative role or a positive role or a good role or a comedy role. You don't know, you cannot explore your forte. Sometimes they do everything. What do you expect after this? What should they expect from you after they are what is the possibility, and what is the new horizon for them?
Mickey, there is so much of work today, especially with now the OTT channels that have come, platform that has come. There's a lot of work, and I see a lot of potential in the OTT channels. Trust me, they're doing very well for themselves, and to that extent that it is nearly taken over television.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking of India. I really don't know what it is out there, but in India, you find people have given up their television rights and are only watching Amazon and Netflix and etc. all the OTT platforms. And there is a lot of software needed. There's a lot of work needed for that. And I see suddenly in the last 4 years, most of my students have rushed into that and they're extremely happy because there's a lot of work and there's a lot of visibility. It's all over the world. One doesn't have to go to the theater to see it. So they can expect a lot of work, and most important, they expect they can expect to be seen by a lot of people, which I think is very important. So I hope after doing the course, there will be opportunities where they work either on OTT platforms or even stage or theater. There's so much of work. One can definitely get work, but one has to be dedicated. Don't expect anything overnight. Okay? An actor, like I said, learns right through his life. So you keep learning, keep exploring, and keep your fingers crossed. Work from your end, and you can't go wrong. Trust me.
uh, your
There's an
call, Mazahir.
opportunity. There's an opportunity for most people in Toronto, and especially people who are aspiring for film, television, whatever. Even in Indian, even if they're aspiring for Hindi cinema, to polish their art, to make an inroad, and know that there are possibilities. The possibilities are immense. But the first thing to do is to polish your craft, to make your craft viable, so that when you go in front of a camera, you know what is expected of you, and you know how to translate the writer's ideas onto screen, which is very important.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will be having all the information will be shared on my page as well as the channel's page, plus Design Academy for Films and Television page, and it will be shared on all the platforms, including Twitter and LinkedIn as well, and plus Instagram. And you can have all kinds of information from Mazai Saab or your Mickey in Toronto regarding the enrollments. And you can go wrong when you are taking up the weekend classes, and it's like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Here it will be all play and no work, as Adil said. And you will be actually learning everything very playfully, and it will be, you cannot go wrong. And trust me, if you have that art of acting, and Mazahir Saab and I, we know a lot of people act here. So guys, put that into a positive way and act and use that acting skill of yours on that screen where people actually would love to see that, instead of ordinary public. And, Mazahir, I
Yeah,
didn't know how to put it.
I think people should grab this opportunity to get trained with Adil, because it doesn't happen. There are hundreds of people in India in waiting in queues to waiting for Adil to announce his next class, and for 10 students he gets 1,000 applications and more, and people wait for years to.
Yes.
And here Adil is coming to Toronto, and with his art, with his art. Teaching is a very big art, and Adil is excels in it.
Well, thank you for those wonderful words, Mazahir Saab. And Adil, thank you so much for taking out time. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And in fact, all the viewers here in Toronto, they are looking forward to seeing, once everything is okay. We want you here in Toronto at at your convenience, of course, and we definitely invite you. Plus, thank you, Mazahir Saab. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back with another interview shortly, and good luck.
Bye,
And
Adil, and bye, Mickey. Thank you.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, and you be safe, because I know it is not good out there. So better be safe.
You take care.
I will.
Till
Okay.
then,
You
bye.
too.